You just bought a slice of paradise, only to have a self-appointed queen bee screech that you've stolen it from the community. Like she'd personally birthed the damn lake herself. I stood there, sweat trickling down my back in the sticky summer dusk, watching Karen-in-Chief Diane Pritchard lead her pitchfork, less mob straight at me, her voice slicing the air like a bad infomercial knife. Little did she know, the folder under my arm held the kind of truth bomb that would turn her HOA throne into a sinking ship. The whole mess started innocently enough, or so I thought. I'd moved to Willow Creek Estates a year back, chasing that American dream of a quiet suburb where the biggest drama is whose lawnmower is louder. Picture it. Cookie-cutter houses with manicured lawns, kids on bikes, and a sparkling lake at the edge of the neighborhood that everyone treated like their personal backyard oasis. Fishing, picnics, the occasional drunk uncle falling in, good times, right? But beneath the surface, this place was a pressure cooker of petty rules enforced by the Homeowners Association, led by none other than Diane. She was the type who measured your grass height with a ruler and fined you for unaesthetic holiday lights. It's for the community's greater good, she'd coo at meetings, her smile as plastic as her Tupperware collection. Me? I'm Grant Holloway, mid-40s, divorced, and a software engineer who prefers code to conflict. I kept my head down since day one. When the rumor started, whispers that I was some shady developer plotting to turn the lake into condos, I ignored them. Let them talk. I knew the truth. See, I'd quietly bought the lake and its surrounding 4 acres from a foreclosed bank deal. Dirt cheap because of disputes, the realtor said with a wink. I didn't plan to fence it off like Fort Knox. I just wanted to clean it up, maybe build a small dock for my kayak. But oh boy, did that deed stir the hornet's nest. It was a humid Thursday evening when I decided to make it official. I drove out with a toolbox, a simple metal sign reading, "Private Property, Deed on File," and zero expectations of Armageddon. The sun was dipping low, turning the water into molten gold, and I bolted that sign into the ground near the old access path. Snap a photo for insurance, head home for pizza, easy peasy. But as I wiped the dirt from my hands, I heard the crunch of gravel. Turning, I saw Diane marching down like she owned the path, her navy blazer buttoned tight despite the heat, flanked by a dozen neighbors looking equal parts confused and riled up. "You just stole our lake," she bellowed, her finger jabbing the air like a faulty laser pointer. Heads turned from nearby houses. It was that loud. I froze, signpost still warm under my palm. "Stole? Lady, I paid cash." But before I could respond, her entourage formed a semicircle, smartphones popping up like meerkats. "This is community property," Diane continued, her voice dripping with that fomoral outrage Karen's perfect in HOA boardrooms. "We've used it for 40 years. You can't just waltz in and claim it." I didn't bite. Years of dealing with buggy code had taught me patience. Instead, I tucked my manila folder tighter under my arm, the one packed with deeds, surveys, and a surprise or two, and watched her performance unfold. She was in her late 50s, hair coiffed like a helmet, eyes narrowed in what she probably thought was intimidating righteousness. "The bylaws clearly state shared access," she huffed, though I knew damn well those bylaws were about mailbox colors, not lakes. A yoga pants-clad woman behind her chimed in. "Yeah, my kids swim here every summer." A teen in a hoodie nodded suspiciously, hands in pockets like he was hiding contraband. The vibe was tense, hovering on that edge where suburban politeness cracks into chaos. I could feel the collective breath holding, waiting for me to snap or back down. But I just stood there, calm as a debugging session, letting the absurdity sink in. Facts don't argue. They wait. That's when the sirens wailed in the distance. Someone, probably Diane, judging by her smug glance, had called the cops. 2 patrol cars pulled up, lights flashing like a bad disco, painting the trees in red and blue. Deputy Wade Fletcher stepped out first, mid-30s, clean-shaven, with that neutral cop face that says, "I haven't picked a villain yet." His hand rested casually near his belt, close enough to the gun to remind everyone this wasn't a block party. "Evening, folks," he drawled, scanning the crowd. "What's the issue?" Diane pounced like a cat on a laser dot. "Officer, thank goodness. This man has illegally blocked our community lake. We've had access for decades. It's prescriptive easement. She spat the term like it was gospel, her chin high, as if quoting Wikipedia made her a lawyer. Fletcher turned to me. I nodded once, holding up the folder. Deputy, I'm the owner. Got the paperwork right here. He eyed the sign, then me. Mind if I take a look? I handed over the sheets. Deed from the bank, water rights cert, and a fresh survey showing the lake fully within my parcel. All sleeved in plastic because, let's face it, angry hands get grubby. Fletcher read slowly, his jaw clenching at the county stamps. Diane fidgeted, her impatience buzzing like a fly. That paper's irrelevant, she snapped, stepping closer. Aggressive but not assault. Why? Public use trumps deeds. You can't erase history with money. I met her gaze evenly, voice steady. Easement needs recording, Diane. Got one. She blinked, a microfalter. We don't need it recorded. 40 years of use establishes it. I shook my head, slow and deliberate. State law says prescriptive easement requires hostile, continuous, open, notorious, exclusive use, plus the statutory period. You flop on at least 3, and even then it must be filed. Is yours? Silence hit like a brick. The crowd shifted. Whispers rippled. Fletcher handed back the docs. These check out. Mind if I verify with dispatch? Go ahead, I said. He stepped away, phone out. Diane leaned to a polo shirt guy, whispering furiously. He murmured back. She dismissed him with a sharp head shake. All in, baby. 90 seconds later, Fletcher returned. County confirms. Private property. Diane's face drained to ghost white. Impossible. Ma'am, easement disputes are civil court stuff, he said, holding up a hand. Right now, he owns it. An old guy in a ball cap stepped up. Deputy, we've fished here since the 80s. We lose that. Fletcher softened just a tad. No recorded easement means owner's call. That's law. The old man shot me a disappointed look and shuffled off. The crowd thinned. Phones dropped. But Diane? Not done. She tapped her phone like a maniac. 2 minutes later, another car. Sheriff Dale Merrick, early 50s, graying sideburns, face like weathered leather from too many dumb disputes. He got the rundown from Fletcher, then eyed me. New owner. Yup. Blocking access? Enforcing rights. No recorded easement. Checked twice. Merrick studied me, then turned to Diane. Got easement docs in hand? Historical use, photos, testimonies. She blustered. Not recorded, he said flatly. Court's your play, but he's legal now. Her lips vanished into a line. This isn't over. Sure isn't, Merrick nodded. But tonight? Clear out. The mob dispersed, muttering. Diane's parting glare was pure poison. Noise faded to lake laps and my breaths. Round one mine. But my chest tightened. This was Act 1. Fletcher lingered, gazing at a mossy stone by the water. I followed old carvings, weathered. He stared too long, then whispered, that the 1948 marker? I nodded. His jaw tightened. Uncertainty flashed. Look up County Record 1948. Something you should know. He left before I could probe. The lake hushed. I crouched by the stone, brushing moss. CR 48 etched deep, eagle head below, old county logo. Under lichen, federal property transferred 1952. Federal? Bank's disclosure missed that. HOA might not know, county maybe forgot. Fletcher knew, couldn't say near Diane. Layers here. To hold this, dig deeper. This saga kicked off 72 hours prior in a stale bank conference room, reeking of old rug and scorched Joe. Across from me, Clifton Hayes, lone guy looking ink-born. He shoved docs. Clean now, Mr. Holloway. But honestly, properties sat forever. Why? Price screamed bargain for waterfront. Complicated. HOA easement claims, no formal, just noise. Scares buyers. I scanned. Faded survey map. Blue public access, line exit out. Margin pencil. See Federal Waterway Plan 1948. Breadcrumb 1. Clifton. 40s military reserve scrapped. Reverted county. Then private 53. Ancient history. Doubted it. Signed anyway, stubborn water lover. Now, Fletcher's warning echoing, source dive time. Next morn, county archives. Not recorders. Dusty basement history vault. Archivist Marvin, paper over people type. Lead back. Federal waterway file, he grumbled, hauling untouched box. First folder. June 1948 memo. Red stamp. No public easement unless explicitly recorded. HOA not just claimless, forbidden sans filing. Then, HOA correspondence 1975 to 2005. Rejection letters galore. 75 ask. Denied. 83, no. 92, nope. Smoking gun. Wrinkled printout. October 2003 email from Vernon Ashford, ex-HOA treasurer to board. Subject, can't do this anymore. We know lake ain't ours. County said 85 lawyer 01. Lying to homeowners, collecting maintenance fees, faking standing. Resigning. Blood chilled. Fraud, not mix-up. They knew Diane knew. Fees for unowned lake on sham rights. Snapped pics all. Homeward, grab trail cams, motion, night vision. Mounted tree hidden, caminetted. Dirty play incoming? Eyes ready. Alerts hit 2:30 a.m. Phone buzz. Live feed, grainy B&W. 2 hoodies at sign, yank, toss brush. Then stone, hammer out, chipping federal symbol. Saved vid, backed up. Not trespass, evidence destruction. Emailed all to County Attorney Claire Donovan. Vids, feds, Vernon's mail. Line, speak ASAP. She called 2 hours on. Mr. Holloway? Crisp voice. Come in. Find Vernon Ashford. Found him 15 miles out, yellow house screaming peace seeker. 74, wary eyes drama weary. Showed email. He sighed, tension release. Kept copies. New Askard come. Desk. Accordion folder trove. Bank statements. $50,000 lake fees. Minutes. Diane ignore county. Act owners. She sued threat if talk. Old now, little lose. Testify. Looked me, folder. Yes. Time. Drove to Donovan's. She poured docs, face stealing. Actionable fraud. Public hearing, county commission special. Air daylight. Set 7 days. HOA lawyered Russell Blackwell. Silver hair shark. 3-piece. Sue threats all round, but Vernon's secret. Hearing night. Hall jammed. Standing only. Diane front. Smug. Blue. Save our lake T-flank. 40 cult-like supporters. Commissioner order called. Diane first. Tearful rant on community. Heritage. Me greedy outsider memory thief. Blackwell slick. Prescriptive easement slideshow. 40 years use equals right. Paperwork be damned. My turn. Podium. Laptop plug. No speech. Projector timeline. 48 fed no easement. 53 county no. 75 HOA ask. No. 85 memo. Claims baseless. Crowd hushed. Then Diane email. Act own. None challenge. Gasps wave. Diane paled. Blackwell frowned. Whisper fury at her. Yield time to Vernon Ashford. Vernon Mike approached. Frail look, steady voice. We lied. Knew not ours. Collected anyway. Diane? Repeat lie till truth. Diane bolted up. Liar. Senile. Gavel bang. Sit. Ms. Pritchard. Blackwell rose slow. Recess need. Unaware docs. No recess, Commissioner. Colleagues glance. Enough. Lake private. HOA no standing. Refer sheriff fraud probe. Misappropriated funds. Room erupt. Shouts. Finger points at Diane. Blue tees betrayed glare. She bag grab. Crowd push but paths blocked. Fallout swift. Savage. Viral 48 hours. HOA fraud bombshell. Sheriff froze accounts. Diane ousted no confidence 135-2. Blackwell quit counsel. Victory tasted odd. Owned lake. Crushed lies. But empty shore? Sad fence kids? Not justice void. County proposed. Fix this. Donovan. Formal recorded easement. We maintain gate. Liability. You own. Tax credit. Public access legal. Thought Vernon, old lake man. Do. Recorded. Clear. 30 days. New gate. Steel sturdy welcome. Sign. Old Mill Lake, public access authorized. County easement 2025. Private. Grant Holloway. Ceremony small. Commissioner Vaughn ribbon-cut. Vernon smiled years first. Diane MIA, 2 towns over. Lawsuit dodge. Blue shirt guy approached, hand out. Mr. Holloway, kid here since. Thought villain. Shook. Sorry. Not mine keep, I said. Protect. Difference. Walked shore as families flooded. Kids cast lines. Laughter swapped sirens. Crouch stone. CR 48 sharp touch. Justice? Not crush foes, hoard yours. Clear lies, truth stands. Lake lapped peaceful. Gate open, line splash. Right choice. Sometimes close door to open right. But tell me, was I too soft? After the fraud, bullying, destruction, would you grant easement? Or keep the lake locked as payback? Right or wrong? Drop thoughts below. Let's debate who the real villain was.